Here we go, let's move on over. Hopefully this is going to go without feedback. But as you can see, spawning for iRK, it's going to be iMbA. Let's see how iMbA he is when he's facing off against his opponent. It's going to be fighting for Foreign Broodwar All-Stars life in this match. It's going to be Hirmu. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm going to call him Hirmu because that's the easy way I say it. It's probably wrong. Irking. That's actually kind of funny. Both of them have got one win, one loss so far. So let's see how they do on the next map, which is going to be, as with the last series, it's going to be Polaris Rhapsody. Very fun two-player map. Spawns 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock. One of them hidden by the Kesper logo there. This is a Kesper map from 2009, I believe. The very end, it was in 2010 Pro League. I think it was in an MSL as well. So really, really fun map. Double gas, top right and bottom left. Not sure if that's going to come in to this series. If yeah, all these it's all these Finnish Broodwar players, man. All their names are weird. Like I'm probably saying Rota as weird. How do I say Hirmu? You're gonna have to teach me, because I'm saying it wrong. But you know what? Let's not waste any more time. It's nearly 10 past 10. Thank you all for tuning in once again. Let's get into this fourth game. My name is Kix, and this is the STPL. So let's move on over. Okay, let's actually hide the replay bar. And let's get going with the game. So starting us off in the top left position, that's going to be 10 o'clock. So my positions are wrong. It's going to be Hirmu. And his opponent gonna be the orange Protoss. Really nice color for him. It's gonna be iMbA. Now, as I said before, I know I made this joke, but I think it's kind of a clever joke, you know, I'll go with it. Is he going to be iMbA in this game, or is Hirmu going to be able to take it to an ace match? The first ace match of week 4, possibly. I mean, the only way we're going to find out is by watching this game, so let's actually get in. I'm just going to make sure the positions are all up to date on the overlay. It doesn't really matter too much, but I guess anyone using the positioning on the overlay is going to want to make sure that that's all right. So just want to make sure everything's good for everybody. And we can get into this next game. Now, while there's a little bit of lull at the beginning, looks like we are going to actually have a Forge Fast expand here. Is this times 2? Is it right? Kicks, please. Oh my god, I've never quite put forward that Artos is a rip-off of Artanis. That's actually really clever. Especially because he doesn't even like Protoss. It's really funny. But yeah, there we go. We have a spawning pool coming up. For our Zerg player. And in the bottom right we of course have iMbA. Going to be going for possibly a gateway expand even. No, it's going to be a forge. I thought it would be. Based on when the probe is sent, usually it changes what building's going to be built. Sometimes because this is Foreign Broodwar and they're not all super pros, they're not like super Gosu. Like the Korean pros are, you know what, the players in this tournament are still all very, very good, so nothing really too much to go on, nothing too bad to say. Looks like iMbA doing a really, really good job trying to deny the mining here, and the what do you call it, the sort of buddying up of the drones. But here we go, looks like Hirmu turning around, trying to take out the probe, doesn't quite get it. But here we have a drone moving in, gonna scout out that there is a Nexus on the way. This is a pretty decent wall here by iMbA. And looks like we are going to have the cannon coming up, so that's going to allow him to stay pretty safe. He does know there's Zerglings on the way, so kind of important that he does get that cannon. Now this could prompt Hirmu to actually go and take that double gas straight away, which looks like he will do. But this could be a dangerous proposition. That is, of course, a base that can be cannon rushed. I believe you can actually build a pylon here, and a pylon here. You can actually build like 3 cannons behind here. I'm not sure if we're going to see that. But Hirmu looks like he's going to go for the main of the Protoss player. He, of course, doesn't have link speed just yet, and he won't have it for a while. No gas actually available for him. Only just now adding the gas. but this is going to be a lot of damage done. If these Zerglings do get in, the probes have been pulled. Is there going to be enough? I don't think this is tight on the top left, though. I think you actually need to build a gateway here, and then the forge a little bit further back, but of course it does leave you with less room to build cannons. But here we go, looks like he's trying to push in. Can he break through the probes? No, he cannot. Really nice probe micro. I mean, Hirmu at the back, he has lost a few Zerglings here, but not going to be too consequential. Oh, and it is tight. Okay, fair enough. I guess you you figured that out the hard way. It doesn't look like it should be. I mean, this is quite a big gap, but not really too much to say. Just moisturizing my throat just a little bit. I have been casting now for nearly 2.5, well, 2 hours 10 minutes, so it's not too long. Of course, when you're solo casting, you do speak a lot. Not really too much you can do about that. I enjoy it a lot, that's why I do it. I would see if Sham2 could cast with me, but unfortunately, at the only time I can really do the STPL, he is at work. So that is why I don't duo cast with him. I may see if some point in the future I can get Cadenzi in. I know she feels a little bit self-conscious about the fact she mumbles, even though she doesn't. But you know what, it would be fun to get a second caster in to just maybe ease the pressure on my voice a little bit. Of course, I'm going to have to look after my voice pretty well, because I do have another cast coming up tomorrow, and I'm on the phone all day at work, so it's going to be a little bit fun come tomorrow. Then I will have a rest day, but then on Friday, of course, there will be some more STPL action. Now, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you've noticed in the chat, there's been a Matrino code that's been spammed out. Initially, I did have 50 of those codes, but there's a chance I will get more as we go through the tournament. If you do add those codes onto Matrino, basically what it does is it donates $1 to the prize pool without you having to pay anything. And of course, the prize pool will be divvied out at the end of the grand finals. I've sort of decided on the format. I may change the playoff format a little bit. I'll bring up the format at the end as well, just so you guys can see exactly what's coming up. That's going to be how I'm going to close out the stream. I'll do it pretty quickly though. I don't want to spend too long on the ins and out of the tournament. Probably better just post it up in the thread. But here we go. Looks like we actually have Dragoon taking out an Overlord. This poor guy is not going to be able to get away here. He's trying to run, but it's not good enough. We do have some speedlings coming in, finally, for Hirmu. Now, is there anything defending this? There's nothing actually defending at the back. This could be a very, very strong move out for him. The trouble is there is a probe up here. What is he going to be doing with that probe? Is he going to be able to get past the cannon? Looks like not. He waited a little bit too long to get in. But is this going to be for a cannon rush? I really want to see a cannon rush. That'd be really fun. I'm really sorry, Hirmu, but you know what, cannons would be incredibly fun in this position. Looks like we have some Sunkens coming up, a hatchery coming up as well. And yeah, just so you guys know, White's game should be casted tomorrow, I believe, but they actually have a couple of new players that have been added to their roster. I'll go through those when I start the cast for them. Yeah, as Hirmu just pointed out on chat, he doesn't seem to have that many drones. I mean, he's got 3 drones at his natural. 9 drones at his main, that's a decent amount, but only 5 drones over here, and here we go. Looks like the Zealot's gonna go down. Is this probe gonna get spotted, though? Oh my god, Hirmu doesn't spot the probe. That probe still hasn't done anything, but I'm still waiting for something clever to happen. iMbA, don't let me down, man. Do not let me down. Not too sure, but here we go. Looks like the probe has finally been spotted. Unfortunately, there's going to be no shenanigans there. We do have Templar Archives done for our Protoss player. How many gateways do we have? We actually have one first Archon coming up as well. And only 3, 4, 5 gateways at the moment. 2 Dark Templar coming in. They're obviously going to be able to move in and do quite a lot of damage, but without any oh, actually, I was going to say without any Corsairs, he can't really push back any Overlords or anything like that, but unfortunately for Hirmu, there's not going to be an Overlord anywhere near this third base. Is he going to be able to hatch one out of this, out of these lava? Because if he doesn't, this could be a lot of damage going down on his third base. There's actually 2 drones. This is very, very unfortunate for him. This DT is going to do so much damage. even though he didn't have actually that many drones before. He's saturated this base now. Looks like he's actually going to just take out the Lings. Gonna force Hirmu into knowing that there's going to be a DT coming to his third base. He's going to have to add... oh, there we go, an Overlord is finally coming up. Now more and more Lings have been added on. Do we have any upgrades? No upgrades yet. We do have a Spire in play going into Muteless here for Hirmu. Of course, this is going to be very, very strong against the Protoss who does not have a Stargate whatsoever. Even building a Dark Archon back here. Could this be for Maelstrom? Maelstrom with a normal Archon, really, really powerful. And of course Archon's pretty good as well. They do have +1 damage on, or +1 weapons even. But unfortunately this DT not really able to find too much damage. Does kill 4, but that's likely just the Lings. So not really too inconsequential here for Hirmu. He does have a lot of Lings outside the front of the Protoss main as well. So we could see him going for a bust fairly soon. So it looks like we do actually have more and more Muteless just flocking across the map here. Hirmu doing a pretty good job with his macro. I know he said in the chat before, didn't look like he built too many drones. But he's got decent saturation now. He has a decent number of Muteless, and this is the best choice against what his Protoss opponent is doing. We actually have another cannon coming up in the main, another pylon as well. Still no Stargate though, so I mean iMbA playing this incredibly, incredibly dangerously. Oh my god, no, the Maelstrom! Oh no! What a Maelstrom! All of these Muteless are gonna go down, and that is a huge loss. That's sick. So many Muteless going down there. 9 kills on that one Archon. What a great Maelstrom. This is why Dark Archons are a lot of fun, guys. You need to use them a lot more often in PvZ. They're so much fun. I cannot believe that Maelstrom. Oh man. I hope someone clipped that because that was pretty sick. But yeah, really, really nicely done by iMbA. And now Hirmu has lost all of his units. He's got a lot of Lings. They're going to take down the probe in the bottom left. But where is he going to attack with them? These Lings are not going to be able to do anything against this army. These Zealots have +1 attack, should be getting +2 soon. And with an Archon here as well, this third base I think is going to go down. All of Hirmu's forces really were in those Mutalisks. That was a huge, huge moment in the game, and that was a huge turning point. And I think that's going to be enough. It looks like we're just going to have the Protoss player running through this third base. There's a 4th and 5th hatchery here as well. So this is such a big loss for Hirmu. Nice sunken placement though, going to keep it alive a little bit longer. And we actually have the Archons running around, not really being able to do too much. But the Lings can't really come in. Looks like we're going for another counterattack with the Muteless. This is going to do a lot of damage. The Forge +2 attack has finished. All of the buildings over here have gone down, including the hatchery. But how much damage is this counterattack going to do? It looks like we've got a base trade coming in. A lot of the Lings have gone down though, and a lot of units are actually being sent back. This is of course a lot of the probes here at the base, but is it going to be enough to hold on? For Hirmu, he's of course pulled the units back from his third base. Looks like I was going to say there's going to be a hatchery there soon, but there's not. And the Muteless are in the main. They're doing so much damage here, but is it going to be enough? I'm not so sure. It looks like a lot of iMbA's units not really sure where to go to at this point. And just going to sack a lot of probes here. Knows that when he gets some units out, he should be able to defend this. But I mean, this is actually quite a lot of damage to be taking. And I mean, these Muteless are killing so many probes. iMbA needs to move back and defend, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, there's so many Sunkens here. This is a lot of Sunkens. Can he hold on? He doesn't have any other units. He's killing all of iMbA's probes. This is so close. Can iMbA break through this natural? It looks like he may just have enough, but it's so unbelievably close. The drones have been pulled though, and this is when things get hairy. A lovely storm going down on all of the drones here, and unfortunately he has broken the natural, but here we go, a lot of the units being stormed in the mineral line. Oh my god, please mind control the drone, you've got to do it. But here we go, the Muteless still back in the base here, doing a lot of damage still, but enough Dragoons here should be able to take these out now. A lot of them are heavily bruised, a lot of probes have been saved. There's 5 cannons over at this base. Hirmu is stuck on 2 bases. He's lost a lot of his drones, and this poor poor Dark Archon does go down. Not anything he can really do about this. And this poor High Templar... Storm! Oh, if he'd have stormed himself, that would have been the perfect suicide moment. But here we go. Looks like we do have a huge army moving across the map here for Hirmu. It looks like we do have quite a decent amount of units, but I mean, this is a lot of Dragoons. Units are pretty good against Dragoons. They do have the +1 carapace, but +2 attack has been completed for the Dragoons, of course. And this looks like it could be the push that ends the game. Hirmu's not been able to add any additional sunken colonies on. Looks like we've even lost an Overlord here. Looks like we cannot snipe this Observer, not that it really matters too much. We have units in the bottom left for Hirmu, not really doing too much. They need to be here in this fight. But is this going to be enough units to deal with this? This is a lot of damage being done by the Mulus onto the Dragoons, but this is just so many units for the Protoss player. They have +2 attack. The Mulus count is being completely decimated, and it looks like... I completely lost my voice, so this is going to be the moment that ends the game, and it is GG. Hirmu taps out, and iMbA is going to take iRK to yet another victory in the STPL. Who is going to be able to take this team down? When people looked at Group B, they thought White, they thought Seoul. A lot of people, well, I'm saying a lot of people, but this is just what I imagine a lot of people said. A lot of people may have counted out iRK. They have a lot of older players, not as many old players as some of the other clans, and they are very active as well. Of course, they did really well in the Brood War Clan League. But really well played by iMbA there. Let's actually just bring up my face again. That's actually the final game of the STPL today, guys, but don't go anywhere just yet. I do have to show off a few things, and then, of course, I'll be telling you what's coming up this weekend for Brood War, and also during the week. So just give me 1 second to fully update the overlay, just to make sure the games are all reported and all working. So of course iMbA did close out the series there with a 3-1 victory, and let's actually have a look at the results screen. So let's move over to the main overlay. Okay, so as you can see, starting off the series, Arc Neon did go for a win against Roegi. It was a really cool PvT. Go and check it out if you do have a chance. I did see a lot of late game carriers and stuff like that, so really cool. Whistler got taken down by Taitu in a ZBC. Norgrim got won over Alan Dalty even, in another ZVZ, and finally, as you just saw, it was iMbA versus Hirmu, and iMbA did come out victorious in that PvZ. That's going to take it to a 3-1 victory for no need for the ace match, unfortunately, and that is going to be the end of the STPL today. Of course, there are lots more matches coming up, and let's have a look at them. So, tomorrow, as long as I get all the replays, it's going to be in this order. We're going to have Psy versus DM from Group A, and from Group B, we're going to have Seoul versus Clan Revolution. That is wrong, that's going to be on Friday, so it's going to be a different one, probably Ash versus White tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're going to have from Group A, Net Wars versus SK Alpha, and then we're going to have Seoul versus Rev. So I got that around the wrong way. Fujikura is actually at home on Fridays, so I said I'd cast this game then so I could watch. And I'm not actually going to be playing in the STPL. I think that goes against my admin interests. But then next week, two of the games you're going to be seeing is Team Liquid versus SK Bravo. And finally, White Clan versus Rev. That's going to be next week. I think Logan is going to have his debut match next week for White. That's going to be pretty fun to see. See how the second foreigner, or technically third foreigner, to join White Clan does in their lineup. So just to quickly show off the format, going to go through it very quickly. It's very possible the playoffs may slightly change. No, actually, it's perfectly fine. So as you can see, there's going to be 4 rounds in stage 1 of the tournament. Going to be heading on to the playoffs. There's going to be 4 players qualifying, 2 from Group A, 2 from Group B. They're going to face off against each other in the playoffs in best of 5 semi-finals, finals best of 7. They're going to get league points for those playoffs, and the 4 teams with the highest league points at the end of the tournament, at the end of the 4 rounds, go on to the grand finals, and that's going to be stage 2. That is going to be 2 best of 3 best of 5s, so it's going to be 3 series of best of 5s in a best of 3 format. So basically, say iRK made it, they would have to beat their opponents in 3 best of 5s overall to win, or in 2 best of 5s overall to win. And then finally, we're going to have the grand finals, where we are going to have the first and second place decided at the end of the year. That's going to be fully casted live, and that is going to be a best of 3, best of 7. So hopefully you guys all stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, there's a lot of time between now and then, but looking forward to that. Once again, just going to bring myself over just so I can close off the stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed the STPL. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 2100 CEST. That's Central European Savings Time. Not sure. I think that's 4 p.m. Eastern Savings Time and like 12 p.m. I believe Pacific Savings Time, but I'm never sure. But either way, thank you once again for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream here. If you do want to support the STPL, please do hit that follow button. Please do come back to watch my subsequent casts. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we are only in week 4, so there is a long way to go yet. And I hope you enjoy the tournament. I'm going to get the VODs up probably on Thursday at this point, because it's getting kind of late now. I'll try and do it before I go to bed if I can. But thank you once again for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are. And we will be back with STPL tomorrow. See you later.